Thank you, Chair. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody is perfect enough to use its own example to teach others. But today we are celebrating our Independence Day in Estonia. And for many people, Estonia is known as e-Estonia. If there is an e-Estonia success story, then it's also based on single digital identities guaranteed by the governments. In Estonia, our digital identities are based on smart ID cards. So everybody has that kind of cards. We got our smart ID cards already in the year 2002. It was mandatory to have smart ID cards in Estonia. You can have your travel passport or not, but you have to have your smart ID card. But in the very beginning, we didn't have so many possibilities to use our smart ID cards in a very smart way. It was good to identify yourself with smart ID cards when crossing the border when traveling to Finland. It was also comfortable to open envelopes with the smart ID cards, and that's it. When we got our smart ID cards, we already had so-called X-Road system or a unified data exchange platform in Estonia, which allowed to cross-use information through different databases. But nevertheless, it took 6 years for Estonia to collect our first 1 million digital signatures. In the year 2007, we implemented so-called once-only principle on the level of the government. It means state has right to ask for the same information only once. Second time is prohibited. State has to remember, and with my permission, to use this information once again. And this implementation of once-only principle gave a real boost on usage of digital identities in Estonia. Very soon, Estonians started to sign digitally 1.3 million times per week. And our population in Estonia is 1.3 million inhabitants. Now, people in Estonia are using digital identities everywhere. To submit your personal income tax declaration, to change your driving license, to sign agreements, or even to get results of your COVID-19 tests. We have even e-elections in Estonia. In fact, during our first municipal elections in the year 2005, only 10,000 people voted electronically via the internet. But last time, during our parliamentary elections, we collected even 44% of votes electronically. Many years ago, we figured out that just thanks to digital signatures, we were able to save 1 working week in a year, which is equal to 2% of GDP, which is also equal to our defense expenditures. So we can say defense expenditures in Estonia are coming from digital signatures, from digital identities. We have many really good digital solutions in all EU member states. And we have also the eIDAS relation, which allows mutual recognition of different digital identities. But nevertheless, it's difficult to get cross-border access to those excellent digital services. Well, there are really good is a really good example, which is the mutual recognition of e-prescriptions between Finland and Estonia, but I'm not able to provide too many that's kind of good examples. When using single sign-on services in Europe, we are maybe using Google, Facebook, or Apple to get access to those services. Even our remote voting system in the parliament is based and single digital identities guaranteed by the government. I will be really happy when we be able to get cross-border access to all kinds of digital services provided in different EU member states. That's why all the member states have to have user-friendly digital identification systems, and that's why we also have to improve our eIDAS system. Looking forward to have fruitful debate. Thank you.